Good morning, church family. Hope you're doing well today. Today our passage is coming out of Colossians chapter 3, and our biblical theme is going to be oneness with God. Let's get into our storyline today. Let's say you are invited to spend a day volunteering with a local service project. Which of the following would you prefer to do for that day? Cleaning bathrooms at a gas station or many gas stations around the city, or painting and repairing a house for an elderly person in your church. Now imagine you showing up and being asked to do the opposite project of the one you wanted. Then when it starts, it begins to rain. And then on top of that, your least favorite person shows up to help and insists on working right alongside you the entire time. And anything else that could go wrong, goes wrong. Yuck. Have you ever been in a situation like that where it just seems like everything that maybe you wanted or you chose just doesn't seem to be happening? And then even on top of that, things that you didn't even imagine, like, a person that isn't your favorite person on earth, let's say, comes and is right in your ear the entire time. Sometimes things like that happen. So with that in mind, let's read today's passage, which offers insight into what our attitude ought to be when we are doing anything. Okay, so quiet your mind, hear these words today. Work willingly at whatever you do, as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people. Remember that the Lord will give you an inheritance as your reward, and that the master you are serving is Christ. Hear that one more time. Work willingly at whatever you do, as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people. Remember that the Lord will give you an inheritance as your reward, and that the master you are serving is Christ. Colossians 3:23 through 24. Think about those words. Does that change what you do each day? Would it change if you went into every situation of work or volunteering or whatever it was, and instead of thinking who's going to be there, instead of thinking who am I working with? Who am I working for? What's this purpose? You went into everything that you did with this approach, that I am doing this for the Lord, not for people. Just plain and simple. What if we left it at that? I'm going into this and I'm doing this for the Lord, not for people. I think that inevitably it would change our attitude. Now that doesn't mean that it would make it easier sometimes, right? Sometimes it may just be difficult. Anytime we serve, there's difficulties that naturally arise. But I think that maybe our mindset and that foundation underlying us would be a little bit different. And maybe if nothing else, it would maybe involve a little bit more grace and love and mercy. Those things that Jesus wants to come out of our lives each and every day. So one more time, work willingly at whatever you do, as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people. Remember that the Lord will give you an inheritance as your reward, and that the master you are serving is Christ. Colossians 3:23 through 24. I want to encourage you, if you're in an actual paper Bible, I want to encourage you to underline the words whatever and then for the Lord. Underline those in your Bible today, or highlight whatever you want to choose to do. Is this a fair request, that whatever we do it for the Lord? Why is it important for Christ followers to approach everything as if they are working for the Lord? That's a question I want you to wrestle with today. Why is it important for a follower of Christ to approach everything as if they are working for the Lord? It's what we're called to do, my friends, each and every day. Whatever we're called to do, the good, the bad, the fun, the not so fun, to do it for the Lord. And maybe, just maybe, it would change our attitude. Talking with God today, pray specifically this way. Because sitting is a symbol of rest, today stand as you pray. If you are alone in a room, actually walk as you talk to the Lord. Ask Him to show you really what this verse means. Ask God to help you trust Him enough to change your attitude when it comes to work, especially work you're not excited to be doing. And a little bit extra today, tie a piece of string around your thumb. As you go through your day, every time you see the string, let it remind you to do everything as if you are working for the Lord. My friends, I love you. Be blessed today, and I'll see you next time.